Yeah. You might just have to slow it down and then, like, just relearn it, I guess. I hate that shit so much. I hate that chart so much. It is so painful. Like, it is exactly the things that I'm bad at. %70 speed? Why not? $1,400 TT play incoming. 1,500 TT play incoming. What a fumble. Man. I mean, we still take a like 470 play, but we're cooked. Got to speed up first time playing it 5 minutes ago. Yeah, I could see that. Oh, did you speed up further than that? Where 80 is the new score. Okay, 80 is the new score. That might be a lot. That slight improvement. Man, we can do better. We did also, like, really biff that beginning. No, I'm not gonna miss that. We may be cooked. Fuck me, man. We lost steam towards the end there. I'll have to come back to it at some point, because that's just... I mean, we're so close, right? We're really close. What else? No. Not this one. There's also the, like, impossible one. Or is it not the impossible one? There's also this. Can we actually get 600? I think we could get 600 on this. It is also just, like, very long is the thing. I think that's what dissuades me from trying it. Oh, that's why we don't play it. It's because I suck ass. We're not gonna hit that ever. See if I can do better. If not, then I'll just take my 500. I don't think this one's gonna happen either. I don't know what I feel just like. I just can't like aim for shit like at all. Tell me I didn't miss the gap. Okay. I'll take my PB. I'll take my 2% PB and go home. Man. Okay, that's not Terrible. Nothing else in the queue. This one. Would this be like 80? Probably a lot, if I had to hazard a guess. That 0.5 makes all the difference. Evidently. Ooh, damn. Like, we got way better. It's almost 500. Could we do 500? We do get the Emmett snipe. We might be able to take 500 on this. But you have to miss way less. Not quite. Oh, fuck me. We're so close. It's just that one, like, different pattern that's a little bit tough. But I mean, we're not too far off. I think we'll have to come back to it at some later point. What else? We were kind of playing around with this one for a little bit. I say, as it became like my like one of the highest plays that we've ever done. I do think I can do better. I don't know if I'll be able to do better like now. Because like we've been having pretty inconsistent plays recently. That being said, I do like know it pretty well because of how often I played it. And I think we can probably get away. Alright, that was a lot worse. But like, we were kind of hanging with the speed for the most part. I'm a little worried about that last... I was gonna say, is that an FC? That last little bit. But I mean... can definitely improve upon it. Yeah, maybe we split the difference. Yeah, why am I doing it 165? It's way too much. Did we do our first play at 160? I meant to do 160. Has it been 165 this whole time? There's a vocal version. Wait, with a separate, with like a separate track, that we could farm TT off of. Just search in Discord. If so, that's huge, because then I could just have like a free 500 play. Damn. That's sick. I had no idea. Oh, it's the same chart? Does it go to the same leaderboard? Just easier because the instrumental versions are illegal. I like the instrumental version. They share the same leaderboard, damn. Damn it. Maybe I can do better on that one. Watch me do worse. Could snipe me on this one to like the inconsistencies. Yeah, that's fair. It does feel like free TT though. Wait. Did it just replace? I may have just put it in and replaced the... What? What? Pretty sure I put it in the right folder. I did refresh, yeah. It may be because it's replacing the instrumental version. I guess, I don't know. I'm just gonna... I'm just saying words. Might have the same track ref, so then only one of them will show up. Would that be fixed if I... What if I remove it from the custom song folder? Would that do anything, or would that just not change anything? I have to remove the end. Okay. Okay, so now it's gone. Let's just double check to make sure I didn't download the instrumental by accident, which is possible. Seems like something I would do. Oh, wait, hold on. I have to open it again. Here. Okay. Now. But I'm like definitely downloading the vocal one. Unless for some reason it's giving me the download for the instrumental. It might just be cooked. Is there a way to check the download? Because like I'm putting in the vocal version, and like I tried deleting it and then putting it in, and somehow it's still using the instrumental. It might just be stupid. I don't think so. Because I keep... Let me see. Let me see. Is there a way that I can check? I can just like pull up the video. They're both showing up for you? Wait. So if you're putting them both in, you're getting both versions? Because it keeps replacing it for me. Maybe this was just the fix all along. Wait, no. I think it might be busted. This is the only one that's showing up for me. What the hell? I'm so confused. I'm pretty sure I've had this same thing happen with like Sir Duke, yeah. Where I've downloaded both, but the only one that shows up is the instrumental. Just tell me I have them now. It's gonna reload. I have no idea. I mean, should be everything. If you pull up the... If you pull up the folder in custom songs, do they have different folder names? Leave the door open and leave the door open vocals. Oh. Okay. That might be a download problem then. Because every time I've downloaded it, it's only been... Oh, I see. I see what the problem is. Wait. Do I see what the problem is? Now it gave me this one. Wait, no. What the fuck? This is also just leave the door open. I think I see the problem. Maybe. Posted the zip in Discord. Okay. Wait, which channel? I don't see anything. Oh, my Discord. Okay. That makes more sense. Okay, so that's actually... That's actually the one. Okay. Drop that into custom songs. Now it's finally vocals. Hit it with the reload. I think the downloads might be just for the instrumental. For whatever reason. At least what's showing up for me. Because I click on vocals, direct download link. Gives me this. The folder is just leave the door open. Hold on. Then for the two tally mirror, also is just leave the door open. And then the alternative download instrumental, also just leave the door open. Two tally is just cooked when different. Oh. Well, I mean, it's there now. I was just saying that the reason why presumably it wasn't working before is because it just wasn't giving me the vocal version, regardless of like which download I clicked on. But like obviously now it's here. Nope. I did search the Discord, and I clicked what was there. Oh, the modding Discord. That explains it. So that was why. Because it was just giving me the... Yeah. Okay, that makes sense. We did way worse. Maybe we're just better at the instrumental. I don't know. Let's boost the speed. I don't know if that's easier. Although, then again, maybe I'm just used to seeing the other one. So it's kind of throwing me despite being the same. Alright, what if we drop it to 155? I think for sure we can get 600. It's just a question of when and like how much effort we have to put into it first. Not quite. It's gonna take a little bit of practice, but I mean, top 4 is not terrible. I am like pretty proud of our score. I just think we could do better. I do really think that. No more requests in the queue. Wait. No one bothered to grind it because we hate it, but I love it. I don't know what about that track is very fun to me to play. I don't know. I guess probably just because like I played it enough times to, like you said, kind of memorize the idiosyncrasies. Idiosyncrasies. I can't speak, man. But like it's not really that much of a thing to me anymore. But I have a lot of fun with it. This is another one I have a lot of fun with. I think we've done like pretty good at this up until like the end. I don't know. It would take a lot to get 500, although it is only like a difference of about 3%. No, never mind. It's a little bit more than that. If we boosted the speed, I think we've tried it at 1.05. What would he have to get for 500? That would be like maybe 88%, 88, 89, around there. Let me see. Spent all my skill points on not slides. Yeah, I didn't. Or 424 now. Oh wait, 424.20. Nice. It is a lot. I mean, you could tell by our play there that like we have most of it pretty comfortably. There are just a few sections in there that totally eat through my act. I could probably. It might be a good idea to practice those specifically, just so I'd know kind of what's coming for like the solos, because it's really tough to do the like, like that part just by reading, because of like the rhythms are really kind of weird. But I mean, we can do better. I think this was last stream, maybe last stream, maybe the stream before that. I think last stream we got this score, and we were playing like dog shit the whole day. We've been playing at dog shit today as well. So we only played it at zero point 0.7 and gave up. Yeah, this one is not. I imagine does not really reward a slower play because of those like solos. It just doesn't kind of matter unless you, because it's like really hard to hit them accurately even at like a slower speed because of how imprecise they are, I guess. What the fuck, man? What the hell is this? Electro, man. I'm pretty sure he's not a human. But I think Maddie with 90%, almost 91. Fuck, man. I don't think any of them are human. they're they're too good. Simply too good. I think we're gonna call it there. So I'll play us out with our national anthem. Thank y'all for being here. Appreciate you requesting and chilling, etc., etc. It's gonna be number one seed. That is also true. Just popping off recently. Wait. I'm president. I'm cooked. My brain is cooked. I'm cooked. All rise for the national anthem. One, two, one, two, three. Maybe one day I'll chart that. One day, long in the future. Maybe one day I'll finish a chart and have Emmett tell me why it sucks, and then hopefully I'll make it better, and then maybe it'll get rated. You finished AWD.TMB? That's true. That's 2 whole charts. Don't forget. This. My first and best work. Worst charter was the person who couldn't figure out how to make a file on Google Drive. Well, at least I have that going for me. I think I said not to make these tabs. Did you? You may have. But I think someone else told me to make them tabs. And then I did. No. We'll have to revisit it. That's why it's not rated. That's the only reason. I do want to revisit this. I don't know. I don't know if I want to make like a full all of the exercises, but that would be pretty funny. Maybe sub goal at 2 subs. I'll chart all of the Virtuoso Pianist. Is it not rated because you don't know how to post on Google Drive too? Caught? You got me. It's true. No, I kind of want to put together like a full compilation of them rather than, or maybe I'll do like a greatest hits. Maybe I'll do that. A little compilation album. But right now, I'm not gonna do any of that. Put them all in one chart like Requiem. Exactly. Then it'll be worth TT, right? That would be probably one of the worst farm charts of all time. Just like an hour of playing through these exercises. That would be pretty bad. Let's find someone to raid. Again, thank y'all for being here. I'll be back, if you can believe it, tomorrow for some more Celeste. We'll probably start the stream off with some Switch Sports, just to make sure that we're up to date with the catalog. But for now, I'll send y'all over to... It's actually a few people. A few people who are live currently. Oh, I know who to send you all over to. Just make sure... Oh, they might be... I don't know how long they're going to be going for. But we'll throw in a raid. I've not gotten a chance to raid her back. We're going to be raiding Jessica. Raided us a little while back, a little over a week ago. And I would like to return the favor. If I can spell. There, nope. There we go. We got it. Jessica is currently playing Genshin Impact. Drops enabled. For those of you interested. Yeah. I'm excited. I don't think I've caught her live before. So I'm very excited to be here and hang out. As always, if you're not able to stick around, drop a follow. Jessica's good people. Again, she rated us a little over a week ago. And I'm excited to catch her live. I'm tired. I'm tired, y'all. I'll see you tomorrow, 8 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time. More Celeste. Hopefully finishing up the B-sides. And then, also some golf. Take care. Hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, night, etc. And see you tomorrow. Goodbye.